So now it's Ian Dowling. Puts the little kick in and chases hard. Rokothoko claims it though. And the All Blacks move it away through Elliott. Back for Mathewson. Bobbling it and finally grabbing it is Liam Messam. He's had a big second half, the number 8.
He has. Now
Mathewson blindside. Goes scooting. Good little run by Mathewson. Just had his ankles clipped as he looked to pass inside to Waldrum. Now a short pass to Reid. All Blacks playing with a fair bit of authority in these last few minutes. 1.5 minutes remaining. Out to Thorne. Sets it near centre field. Mathewson is going to work it back to this near side. If he ever gets a chance. Boy, that's got to be offside. Heavens above. No. Yeah.
Not quite sure how that went that way.
Well, it's the way it's been most of the night. I suppose the one thing you could say is he's been consistent. He's certainly allowed a contest.
No, he's been a good referee.
So Munster kick it out. And maybe this is their last chance. A line out just in All Black territory.
Well, Mathewson making the break. Just ankle tapped. He had Rokothoko outside and someone on the inside. It was a try all day long. If he'd kept his feet. Stringer it was that laid the desperate tackle. Well,
one more change being made. Holland on and 20 for Munster. Oh, they've messed up the line out.
Yeah, lost forward by both sides. Firstly by Munster.
Well, that wasn't good play, Nisbo, because the man at the back of the line out was the replacement, John O'Sullivan, and he really only just arrived as the ball was being thrown in.
Referee telling everybody 40 seconds. Messam holding. Away he goes again.
No hands! Release!
Right on the halfway line.
No hands, Red! No hands! Get
All
back,
Blacks
Captain, please.
happy to kill the clock.
Time off.
Time will be over. They can kick it out from here if they can. Oh, got to be careful. Munster are going to get it. One last shot at it. Warwick puts the kick in. Oh dear, it's going to drift into touch. And that is going to be the end of the match. And what a wonderful game it has been too. Crowd a little bit stunned about what has happened. A brave attempt by Munster to repeat the deeds of 30 years ago has fallen just short, and now the crowd break into applause. Really appreciative of what they've seen here tonight. They've seen the All Blacks win, but only just. 18 points to 16.
a truly amazing occasion. The emotion, the tension, the desperation, tenacity, it had it all this game. A bit of everything. A good old brawl in the set play, a real contest at the breakdown, movement from both teams, attack, counter-attack, tries, drop kicks, the whole caboodle. It had everything. It was a wonderful game.
Some of the Munster players, I think, are pretty emotional about this. They led for most of the game, and you can see the disappointment and the body language that an opportunity was there. It was a late try by Joe Rokothoko that has got the All Blacks home. Liam Messam has been named man of the match. The All Blacks have won, but only just. 18 points to 16. Thomond Park in Limerick, and the crowd still applauding loudly as both teams are out on the park paying tribute to what has been a marvellous crowd. Quite outstanding. It's not often you say it's a marvellous crowd, but they really have been. And there are the All Blacks and the Munster team as well. heroic performance by Munster, a severely weakened Munster team, it has to be said, and they've come within an inch of beating the All Blacks for the second time in 30 years, and now they come across in front of this huge stand. Little Peter Stringer, Frankie Sheehan the hooker, all heroes in their own way, no doubt about that. And it's no wonder that the people of Munster, Limerick and also Cork are so proud of these boys. They've won a couple of European Cups, Heineken Cups if you like, and it just shows the depth in the squad that they've been able to produce this performance, given that 7 or 8 of their very best players are in the Ireland squad preparing for the match against Argentina on Saturday. All right, well, let's hear from one of the Kiwis in the Munster team. He was injured during the match, but he can talk to us now. Rua Tapoki with Tony Johnson.
Well, Rua, it's easy to see why you guys are the champions of Europe. What a fantastic performance and almost a historic win.
Yeah, Joe Rockakoko, what a try, but no, it's awesome to be a part of it, you know, what an occasion, and yeah, pretty gutted, but if there's one team you'd want to lose to, it's the All Blacks, I suppose.
What did it mean to you when you and your 3 Kiwi mates did the haka at the beginning of the game? That must be one of the greatest moments of your career.
Yeah, the whole occasion really. It was a big decision to do it, obviously, but we had been asked by a few people if we would do it on behalf of the team. We went through the right channels and asked, obviously, you know, the old players and coaches, and they were just right behind us. And so we said, yeah, well, we'll front up and we'll do it, you know, and what a sight, you know. It was just, we couldn't hear a thing. We were just out there ripping into it, but we'll remember it for the rest of our lives. And for a long time, it seemed to go pretty much according to plan for you guys. Yeah, we just, you know, like, it's been a tough week. We didn't even know what our team was till 2 days ago, you know. So it's been hard, so we just said, let's just write all the things like preparation and everything off and just come out here and just be soldiers and just, you know, make it a case of trench warfare and just pile in, you know, not go home wondering. And I think the boys can hold their heads high, definitely. How about that crowd? I mean, we've just been so impressed with both the crowds here, but this is something special here, isn't it? Yeah, I told a couple of, you know, the boys obviously that I know well from back in New Zealand, I said, you know, Jose and Anthony especially, I said, wait till you play them and experience our crowd, man. There's nothing like it. You know, we just love playing for them. Must have been really disappointing to have to go off. How's the knee? Is it bad? Yeah, so Anthony Tutavaki was saying it's just old, so I don't know. Nah, it's, it'll be all right. It'll be all right. I'm just gutted I had to go off, but it wasn't one of those matches where you could be out there half lame and get away with it. You know, you either had to bring everything you had or get off there. So. Well, great to see you, and fantastic performance by your team. Magnificent game. Thanks for talking to us. Thank you, Tony. Nice to see you.
Yeah, it's good to hear from him too, Rua Tapoki. And sad that he had to leave the field with about 20 minutes to go. But he was certainly a big part of the performance of Munster in this game. All right, we're going to hear now from one of the victorious All Blacks. And standing by, Jamie McIntosh.
What's the feeling amongst the team? I imagine some huge sighs of relief. What a game. Yeah, it was unreal. I mean, just the atmosphere and the Munster boys. And, you know, before we come in, we said, you know, we've got to use the crowd to better ourselves. And, mate, they just kept slotting us behind the game line and kept building pressure. And, you know, we just couldn't find our field position and maintain possession because, you know, just turning it over at ruck time. So, yeah, it was a pretty epic battle. So what was the key? What got you there in the end? Well, yeah, I think that, like, once we're there and we used our patience, like, we did look like we were going to score, and it just took us a while to do it, you know, like...